All right. Talking Las Vegas DFS. Highly doubt we're going to get a lot of views here. Don't think I'm going to be on very long. Probably going to be here for about half an hour, somewhere around there, just due to the fact that obviously this is NFL Sunday and everybody's watching the games. Nobody's watching this. Nobody's probably going to stick around for this. So I'm just gonna kind of talk about how I'm finalizing the race here. If anybody's in here, feel free to ask questions. If not, you can kind of catch this on the replay, I guess. But it's hard for me to imagine a race where this isn't Kyle Larson's domain. Like, I'm just locking in Larson. I'm probably going to play one lineup and play it in just every contest I can find that I feel comfortable playing because a lot of these contests are small. Not a big fan of like the 24. The Rainbow Warrior got killed months ago. $20 got killed. $20 3 max got killed. 44 is too small to really do anything. Like I said, I'm just not a big fan of a lot of the contests here, and part of it is because of the NFL being back. Let's see. Gotta make one change over here. But yeah, man, it's hard for me to see a race where Larson doesn't kill the field. If it gets crazy at the end, then it gets crazy at the end. So for me personally, I would either go 100% Larson or just fade Larson. That seems to be the play. I know it seems a bit extreme, but I think those are the two roads you go. And I only say that because I think Larson's going to be high owned, but I don't think he's going to be past like 60. I don't think he gets past 60%. And if he does, that's fine. I'm playing him. But even when you look back at the Xfinity Series this year, Truck Series is a bit different. But when you look at the Xfinity Series and when you look back at the Cup Series, like, we really haven't had like a guy that is like overly owned. Usually, I think the highest we've seen this year is like 59%, somewhere around there. And so even if Larson gets in the 60s, he's not going to be as high owned as he should based on his probability to kill this race. And so that's why I'm like, I'd rather be over the field than around the field. So personally, I'm playing Larson. I'm probably going to pair Larson with Chase Elliott. I get the idea of pairing him with Denny Hamlin. I get the idea of pairing him with William Byron and even Alex Bowman. We'll talk about Bowman in a second. But personally, for me, it seems like it's Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott this week. And I guess we could put this on the screen. Although I'm not really sure how helpful it'll be. Maybe I can show the pool I'm working with. Maybe that'll work. We'll do that. Put something on screen here for you guys. Actually, I do need to change one thing real quick. Sorry. Okay, so there we go. So, really gun to my head. This is the... Oh, I need to bring up my optimizer too, so I can show the pool I'm working with here. You might be wondering, where's Jordan? I thought you guys were going to be live at 4 Eastern. Well, Jordan's in Vegas this week, and he wasn't able to do the live show. I don't really want to wait till 3. I'd rather just get out of the way now because I kind of already know where I'm going to go. So this is the pool I'm running in the optimizer at the moment. And so I'm pretty sure Chrome just froze. Did the stream freeze? Yeah. Okay, cool. No, it's not. It's not Chrome. It's my keyboard. My keyboard died. I use a solar keyboard because I don't have a desk, as you can see, and I need to charge this thing. So let's go up here. Let's change pool or opt pool. So that's the optimizer. So this is the pool I'm running. Very small on Blaney and Byron to see what it does. Very small on Tricks, not using Harvick, not using Hamlin due to the fact that I think Hendrick is going to perform better. And I'm playing Larson. I'm kind of locked in Larson. I'm very high on Elliott, and so I'm just not going to get to Hamlin in my one line today. I got Bowman in there. I got Keselowski in there. No Logano. Kyle Busch, I'm leaving him as a D right now. He's slightly in there. I got Kyle Busch projected for... Kyle Busch projected for 59 points today. That is a total of... What do I got him on? I'm giving Kyle Busch 25 laps led, 19 fast laps. I understand it's Kyle. We've seen how he's performed recently, how he's coming to his own. You know, his last two Vegas finishes, 3rd and 6th. Good to see. We're seeing that he is really, really consistent. When you're looking at the last intermediate track, the Atlanta race, finished 2nd. 2 Pocono races, 1st and 2nd on speed. Charlotte 3rd quickest. Dover, obviously, Joe Gibbs whiffed at the Dover race earlier in the year. He got crashed because they kind of whiffed in the Darlington race this last time around, and he was, like I said, 3rd at Charlotte. A lot of things going in his direction. The only thing that worries me with Busch is that there isn't the amount of there isn't the amount of laps in the race that I want to feel comfortable playing Kyle Busch, because I still argue that he needs practice. He's good in long races or when the groove isn't as wide, like at Texas, for an example. Not only did he win on fuel mileage last year, he also won it because, you know, you don't really have to adjust the car too much. The track is one groove. Vegas, this track here, there's like 4 different grooves in each corner. 4 different ways to enter the corner, about 6 different ways to exit the corner, and about 4 different lanes to use mid-corner. And so in practice, you can kind of feel, or he can kind of feel out where he wants to go. In this one, I just feel like the amount of laps is detrimental to how likely Kyle Busch is to really actually lead in this race. And I still see Kyle Busch running away with it. Or I see Kyle Larson running away with it. And so I'd leave him as a D, but right now I'm not going to play Kyle Busch in my one line today. Let's go ahead and continue on here. Not going to Bell. Looked at it, just didn't like... I liked him more entering the week, but as I started projecting Bell, I just didn't like him more and more. I'm afraid he's going to finish 10th, end up running around 9th, 10th all day. And I'd actually much rather play Bowman over Christopher Bell because I think Bowman's going to have a better car. Like I said, we'll get back to Bowman in a second. I just want to get through kind of organizing this pool here. As we go down, I am still loving Tyler Reddick. Let me bring him up real quick. I still love Tyler Reddick in this race. I think he has a top 7 car. I know the 18th place at Darlington isn't that, appealing. But when you look at his race rating, he was the 9th fastest car at Darlington. He was the 4th fastest at Atlanta. Top 10 car at Pocono. Good to see. Charlotte finished 8th. And this is where I prefer Reddick over his teammate Austin Dillon, where I think a lot of the field's going to go the opposite. I think a lot of the field's probably going to go Dillon over Reddick. Let's go ahead and compare these two guys based on their, dominator points this year. So when we look at Reddick, and we look at the recent races, no fast laps or laps led at Darlington. Atlanta, 3 dominator points. Pocono 1 dominator point. Good to see. Charlotte, the main one I'm looking at. And I know I'm probably over analyzing Charlotte because it was such a big swing. It's such a long race. Of course, you can get fast laps throughout that. But it's good to see 10 dominator points at Charlotte. Although it's a 400 lap race, it's like 6 hours. That's still nice to see. I like to see that. The first Darlington race, 5. Kansas, 5. Atlanta 1, 2. Las Vegas this last time around was 4. When we compare that with Austin Dillon, he got 3 at the... Okay, he got 0 at the previous Las Vegas race, 3 at Atlanta, 1. 0 at Kansas, 1 at Dover, 11 at Charlotte, so on par with his teammate Reddick. Same thing, 1 dominator point at Pocono 1. 1 at Atlanta 2, where Reddick had 3. Slightly faster car at Michigan, although Reddick did have 1 dominator point there. And then nothing at the latest Darlington race. personally, I like Tyler Reddick more than probably the field does. He just fits into so many lines for me. DeBenedetto not going to him. Dylan not going to him. Eric Almirola probably going to be used in my line. Same thing with Chastain. I prefer Eric Almirola. He's cheaper. I like Chastain as well. I know Jordan didn't really like him in his early video in the week, and I wished he was here because I was going to ask him specifically what he didn't like about Chastain. I know he talked about how he was running, but I like Chastain here. The only issue is his price. I'd much rather get to Eric Almirola, and so kind of building, I like Larson, I like Chase Elliott, I like Eric Almirola. I kind of like that build. It's easy to get to Bowman, kind of easy to get to Brad Keselowski with that. So that's kind of how I'm at. Not going to leave Briscoe slightly in. Oops. Leave Briscoe slightly in there. Kurt Busch is interesting. I think Kurt Busch and Ross Chastain are identical plays. I'd much rather play Chastain. Like I just said, I'm finding it hard to get to in my line. I would avoid Kurt Busch at all possible. Kurt Busch and probably Chris Buescher seem like the two chalk plays that most people are going to go to. And I think it's easy to pair with Larson. When you're starting a line and you go Larson, Kurt Busch, and Larson, Kurt Busch, and Buescher. I think a lot of people are going to do that. It makes a lot of sense. It was even popped up in the optimizer to use those two together. Personally, that's where I would probably take a stand. I'd probably try and get away from Kurt Busch and Buescher. That's just me. I like Bubba Wallace a lot. When we look at Bubba and how he's... Do I have any questions on here? Yeah, no questions yet. When we look at Bubba Wallace and how he's been running as of late... Gotta find his name here. As of late, mainly looking at race rating. Annoying to see that he was 23rd at Darlington. Unfortunate. 19th at Michigan. So, kind of there. Atlanta, this is where I start to see it change. So, like, when we actually go to a true oval, I know it's Atlanta, high wear, but still 16th at Atlanta. Good to see. Great speed at Pocono. I like to see the speed at Pocono. That's just me. I probably rely too much on that as well, but I think that's important to see that he at least can have speed when it comes to an aero-dependent track, where I think Vegas really is that. Charlotte, 13th. When we go back and look at the first Vegas race, obviously had an issue, went laps down, but we're still running fast laps. I forgot exactly where his laps were in terms of speed. I think they were around top 16. I can look, but we can look at his speed real quick here. Oops, that's Xfinity. We need Cup Series laps. I'm most likely playing Bubba here. I just want to kind of bring this up because I looked through it earlier in the week, but I can't remember exactly what his lap times were at Las Vegas early in the year. And I'm actually, let me go ahead and, that's something I'll do. Hold on a minute. I got an idea. While I'm looking this up, I'm going to look back at the last sheet I made and projections I made for Las Vegas earlier in the year. So, I'll actually show those projections to see what's changed. I'll put those on the screen, actually. I can find that. This is going to take forever. Where is Las Vegas? Las Vegas. Cup Series, Las Vegas. So this was the initial... I'm going to actually move this. This might get confusing here. Bear with me. This was the March Las Vegas race. And when we go back, these were the projections I gave to people last time around. So I liked Larson. I liked Bowman. Same thing this week. Where was Elliott here? Wasn't as high on Elliott. But so far very similar in terms of how I like. Not exactly, but similar in terms of I'm liking those guys. I want to see what Bubba was at. Bubba was 31.9. what was his I don't think I wasn't doing value at the time. That's when I added that. So I wasn't doing value at the time. But I had him for 31.9. Today I have Bubba for 31.4. I got Bubba projected for nearly the identical as I did earlier in the year. I just want to see this real quick. I kind of want to look back. Right, I was lower on Byron. I like Byron as well. I liked Hendrick a lot. So this was March's projections, but they're still similar to what I was projecting there. I mainly wanted to go back and check out what I was giving Bubba Wallace. So let's go ahead and let's go back here. Let's look back in terms of speed. Where was Bubba at? I know I've done this. I cannot remember where he was at in terms of speed. So let's find Bubba. Let's find Brubba. Where you at? What the heck is this? Let's see. So when does he go a lap down here? He runs into trouble lap 40. Lap 40 is when he goes into the garage or the pits to fix something. So he goes in the garage lap 40. They have a yellow lap 47. I want to see where his times line up, say lap 57. So let's look at lap 57 real quick. This is going to show what they arrived off. It's kind of early in the run. He'll be in traffic, but I'm not too concerned about that. Gotta let this thing out. Where you at, Wallace? So lap 57, he ran the 12th fastest time in traffic on lap 157. That's really all I need to see. This is lined up. The fastest car on track on 157 was Hamlin, Byron, Elliott, Logano, Truex, Larson, Blaney, Bowman, Keselowski, Dillon, Bubba Wallace, Kurt Busch, Bell. I just wanted to look at that. I know, I mean that's in traffic. That's really all I wanted to look at. I remember, I think earlier in the year I looked at all his laps, but I just want to do that real quick to see the what is it? Just see where he was at. Let's see. Continuing on. So I like Bubba a lot. Let's see, what else is this optimizer want to do here? Not using Stenhouse, not using Michael McDowell. Priest might get used more than I anticipated. Not using Busher. Not using Suarez. It's like in LaJoy. I probably won't get to him. But that's what the optimizer is telling me. It's like in Cole Custer as well. It's like in Custer more than Newman. I don't like Newman as price. And it's wanting to use 11% Quinn Half right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Probably 15 real drivers in the pool. This would be the pool that I would use in an optimizer. See the lineups you get using these drivers. Everyone that doesn't have an F, and just to see kind of what it makes. That's what I would do. But like I said, I like Chase Elliott a lot today, and I probably like Bubba Wallace. Going back to the Bowman discussion that I've kind of been talking about, I don't know what to make of Bowman. So I have Bowman projected for a 5th place finish, 9 laps led, 13 fast laps. That's 49.1, a 5.9 value. I want to use Bowman My issue comes from, I feel like this is, with how many laps this race is, it's closer to an NBA game to where they basically steal DFS points from each other. Like, if you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the field or on the court, they're taking points from each other. Sure, they might get assists here and there, but if one scores, the other one isn't. Only one can have the ball. So when it goes to playing Bowman in a line, I like Elliott more. And I think Elliott gets more fast laps than Bowman. And Bowman is mainly getting those points from fast laps, really. I like Byron more than Bowman to get more fast laps. And so for me, I probably won't play Bowman in my one line just due to the fact that I think Elliott gets more fast laps than Bowman does. And I think Elliott finishes better than Bowman. I think Elliott has a chance to win this race, whereas I think Bowman kind of just finishes around 8th. It's not because of what happened last time when he had to pit with the tire issue late in the race. I just happen to think that Elliott is he's a priority for me over Bowman. If I was building more lines, I would certainly have Bowman in it. If I'm playing cash, I think you just lock in Bowman. But probably in my one line, I'm not going to go to Alex Bowman. That's where we're at. And let's see. Thoughts on Newman. I'm not a fan of Newman. I just don't like his price. I don't see him hitting value. I'm giving him 35 points right now, but I don't like Bowman. I don't like Newman. I'd much rather play Eric Almirola. I'd much rather play Chastain. I'd honestly rather play Chris Buescher over Newman. And so I would just not play Newman. That's just me. What time does the race start? I have no fucking idea. I already have everything locked in. Let's see here. When does it start? Starts in the slate locks in 4 hours and 24 minutes. So let's see here. That's 7:17 Eastern, 6:17 my time. That's like 4 local time. It's got to be like 4. I think that's 4 or 5 local time Las Vegas. Let me think. 5. Might be 3 local time, actually. Because I grew up Mountain Time, so I'm used to being 2 hours behind Eastern. Now I'm in Central. Vegas is usually 2 hours behind Mountain Time, or is it 1? Fuck, I don't even know. Doesn't matter. You got 4.5 hours before the slate locks. Yeah, 7:17 Eastern. So, I think that's pretty much it. Like, personally, I'm playing Larson, playing Elliott, only making one line. Those are the 2 dominators I'm focusing on. If I was building more, sure, I'd get to Kyle Busch, Bowman, even Truex. Truex terrifies me, though. I'm debating right now to going Larson, Truex, Elliott, or just going Larson, Elliott. That'll probably be my main argument right now. That's pretty much it. That's how I'm approaching this slate. That's the pool I'm using. That's how I'm building the line. Just because these contests are so small, and I see one guy dislike the video. I understand, man. Sorry I'm not giving you the picks there. But everybody else, tune in, watching, give me thumbs up there. I do appreciate it. If I help you, consider donating on PayPal or join my Patreon next month. And outside of that, best of luck, guys. And if you had Sterling Shepard like I did today, your day's already fucking done. So hopefully tonight goes better. You guys have a good day. We'll talk to you next week.